You're watching Your View.
Thank you for joining us. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew Show on the mightier 1090 AM. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. We welcome you back here on a Wednesday afternoon, Kaplan and Crew, on the new ESPN 1090. So for all of you that are listening on radio, I've been getting a ton of feedback. Browner, Grande, are you guys also like, I know 2 days ago was the announcement. And the next day, yesterday, I was like, yo, you guys get a lot of feedback on this? And then as of today, this morning, I was getting some people who were congratulating me like, hey, what a great deal that is. So are you guys still hearing it?
Yeah, of course. This was big news, baby. We big news. We all for them things. ESPN.
I've been talking to all the ESPN people to see who else we want on. And I requested Rex Ryan after yesterday's conversation.
Oh, that's great. You know, Jay Will was great yesterday, wasn't he? I thought Jay Williams was really excellent. And Browner, I like the way you broke down with Jay Williams. I thought that was awesome.
Real recognize real, dog.
I do realize that real recognizes real.
I also love that people recognize terrible takes when they hear them. It's always
First of all,
pleasure.
and listen, as we have guests on this show, okay, don't just be throwing out all my history right away. All right, let people ease into certain things. All right, if we
I feel like they gotta get to know us, man.
If we just gonna be going through people's random things that they said on the show, man. Listen, I say a lot of stuff. Break up some of the good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's funny that people are on. So yeah, tell us, let us know. I think it's funny that people on social media are like, so now the show's going to change. It's going to get all corporate, and they're going to tell you guys what to say. I'm like, no, it's just ESPN now puts their shows on this station and then puts the game broadcasts on this station. We don't have anything to do with those guys. Now, I could probably put my foot in my mouth here and get fired from the LA ESPN show, but no, ESPN's got nothing to do with us. You know, other than we have a partnership on content, which is something this radio station desperately needed, you know?
And yesterday you asked how many hot takes we got.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh my God. This is the spreadsheet of Browner hot takes.
Nah, man. All those ain't. Just read a random one. Read 63.
Okay, yeah. Okay, this is an Excel spreadsheet prepared by Joe Rigby.
63. Those are not all real.
By the way, Joe Rigby's a busy guy. He's got a family, okay? He listens to other radio shows around town. Look at the amount of work that Joe Rigby had to do to create a spreadsheet of Browner hot takes. Alex, can you put that back up on the screen here for one more second?
Yeah, what number you want me to read? 63?
63, a random number.
Penile and penal are the same thing. I mean, bro.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
You literally yelled a number, and I read it out for you.
Dude, this is good. How about one more? I'd like to request one. How about 94?
All right, 94.
They can't all be that good.
Yeah, no, it's not. This is Jimmy Garoppolo is great under Kyle Shanahan. JB, I like Kyle Shanahan a lot. He does a lot with a little, is all I'm saying. Jimmy G was one throw away from winning the Super Bowl under Shanahan, and now he's not good.
That ain't hot. That ain't hot.
No, it may have been hot at the time, Browner.
Right, there's no dates on this. There's no dates.
Right, but look where we are today, and how smart you look.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all, the genius is forward thinking.
Hold on. Jimmy Garoppolo is great?
No, I don't know if he's great, but
that's
I mean
what he said.
I know, but what he says is that he's good under Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
No, he said he was great
under Kyle Shanahan.
That's extreme. That's extreme. But the point is,
that's the hot take. How you don't let him? No,
that ain't hot.
You're modifying his hot take to make it like a real. He didn't say Jimmy Garoppolo is a good quarterback and he's good. He said Jimmy Garoppolo is great under Kyle Shanahan. Is he great?
If we have to narrow these down to like 64 in honor of the tournament, that ain't gonna make it.
No, I'm not doing 64. That's too much work for me.
Too many.
But yeah, I'm thinking like a solid 16, a sweet 16.
That ain't making it.
Okay. Give me an look at just to let you know.
Pino and Penal will make it.
Joe Rigby has 301 items listed, and there are other things, maybe hot takes that me and Scott said too.
Yeah, y'all got to be in there too.
Oh, but look at all my hot takes. Look at this. Nailed it. Right again. Precisely nailed it. Got another one. AP's hot
We
takes are
can't see
just
that.
right.
We can't see that.
Really? Do I have any hot takes?
The Vikings. Scott and Alex will not get excited or caught up in the Padres hype. That's not really a hot take. I don't think you have hot takes, Scott.
I'm pretty.
You're not
I'm
a hot
pretty
take
lukewarm.
machine.
I'm a lukewarm
Look at
take.
this guy. Look at this guy. Now he's all reserved in his old age.
I guess
Yeah.
so, man.
All time.
Well, let me.
Other notable Brown facts. All time is a long time.
Other notable Brown facts.
Shout out to the Brown Party 2024.
What can Brown do for you?
You guys want to do another number? We'll move on. I think.
All right, one more. And then I got to tell you about this story. I got to tell you about this call that I got.
Okay.
And the whole thing started with us talking about the ESPN affiliation and somebody calling to congratulate me. So just remind me of where I was in the story.
We're good.
All right.
We'll get back to this.
All right, we are in the 7 Mile Casino studio, 7milecasino.com. By the way, that Browner hot take list is gold. Thank you, Joe Rigby. And we'll be using it periodically throughout the show. I'm sure not just today, but throughout the weeks. So you guys will get a kick out of this. So my son went off to college, as you guys know, and he left his car. And he's not taking this car across the country to West Virginia. It's really a brand new car, a year old. So I have my car. Now I have his car. I got my daughter's car. I'm like, I got one car too many. But I keep hearing this story. Have you guys heard this? That like used cars are more valuable now than ever before. Have you ever heard this?
Yes.
So normally when you buy a car, the second you drive it off the lot, it becomes a depreciating asset. You understand, right? Okay. All of a sudden now, right. But now that used car, that when you drove it off the lot, it began to depreciate. Now, today, there's so much desperation and need for used cars that you could probably get more for the car than you owe on the car, theoretically. Or I mean, car dealerships are buying people out of leases because they need the cars. And I heard about this stuff. So I called my friend, this guy, Barry. You guys remember Big Bad Barry, who used to be a Cadillac dealer and a sponsor on the show?
Yes, sir.
Barry's retired.
Barry and Paul.
Now. Yep. Right. Barry's retired now. And I called him to ask him about this. And he said, dude, you don't even understand. You do not understand. Your brand new car that's 1 year old that has 12,000 miles is worth more today than what you paid for it a year ago. And whatever you owe on the loan for that car, you could not only cover the loan, you could make profit on that car. I'm like, really? Is this true? Have you guys heard about this?
Yes,
I have heard. I don't know the nuts and bolts of the details, but I have seen multiple stories on local news and national news that the used car world is on fire right now.
The way I understand it, the way I've been told, because I have a 2-year-old car that I bought brand new, I have been told by Honda when I took it in recently for oil change, saying if I wanted to, I can sell this car for exactly what I paid for, if not more, right now. So I can get basically a new car for free for 2 years. My fiance took in her Prius, and they're like, you won't get your money back, but this car will sell in a few hours. Like Priuses are hot right now.
I called Barry because I'm like, Barry, so I got this lease on a Cadillac. I own this Mazda. Tell me what to do, man. And so he told me literally, he's like, by the end of today, give me the VIN number, give me the mileage on both of these cars, and I'll tell you which one is the better one to get rid of. Like I might be able to get out of my lease with Cadillac. Here, take the car back. Nice. I don't need it anymore. Or, hey, here's my son's Mazda. Hey, you guys will pay me more than what I owe on the car. Great. I'll do that deal. I mean, I don't need to have the extra car. And I don't need to be paying on the extra car. And I found this whole thing today to be fascinating. I find what's going on in the world right
all
now
your cars
to be very interesting. That's not a bad call either.
And just restart, like start over.
No, I wouldn't do that. You'd be in trouble then. Because once you sell a car, you now have to buy a car. And your car is selling for a reason because these cars on the market are going pretty quickly. So
yeah, it's kind of the same thing that like Gary was telling us about the housing market. It's like everybody wants to sell a house or buy a house. But if you sell your house, now you're entering into that market yourself.
That's now that is what I've been thinking to myself. I'm like, so if I were to sell my kid's car now because I don't need it, but then later on when I do need another car, will I have made a bad decision in selling this car now?
At what point, and this is a parental question that is there's no right answer to this. At what point do you Scott, stop doing these things for your kids?
Never.
Like when you say like I might need to get them another car? Like at what point you're like, yeah, you figure it out. You're 24 years old. Go get your own damn car.
Never.
Yes, I would say this.
'Cause
My thought.
I mean, the way I was, we weren't able to. I think me and Brown came the same way. Like my mom wasn't able to just go get me a car. Like I had to go get a damn job and get a car.
That's how it was for me too.
Right.
My first car when I was 16 years old, it wasn't because my father bought me a car. My daughter told me that she's going to some formal at the school with
Mhm.
some kid, and the kid is picking her up in his Tesla. I'm like, wait, the kid has a Tesla? She's like, yeah. I'm like, it's not like his dad's car and he's borrowing it. She's like, no, it's his car. I'm like, don't go to the formal with him. She's like, why not? I'm like, because that's ridiculous. Like, who buys their kid a Tesla as their first car? I guess ultra wealthy people do. I
Yeah.
suppose that's who does that.
So get in that car, girl.
But it's just it's to me.
You got them backwards pops. Come on now.
Take them pictures. Take them
Yikes.
pictures, man. I think for me, Scott, I think your story is so fascinating because I always see how hard you work for your kids, and I was like, damn, that's cool. Like that you do all these things because you're able to. But at what point, just because you're able to, do you stop?
Well, again, for me, when I was 16, my first car was a 1976 Cutlass Supreme. My dad
Shout
and I
out.
bought it. Oh yeah, my dad and I bought it. I there was a side thing, like I don't even know what you'd call it on it, and I armor-alled it so it shined. It was this orange color. I waxed it so it looked good. My dad owned a gas station at the time, so we put it up on the lifts and we put on a dual exhaust and we put
Oh,
on some
yeah.
really nice fat tires on it, and now it sounded good. We lifted up the back and we did it all ourselves. And I think I bought the car for like $2,000, but I worked from the time I was like 10, 11 years old, cutting lawns, washing and waxing people's cars. I worked in the Chinese restaurant when I was 14. I got fired a bunch of times. I mean, I was constantly producing money because my father said, you want a car, you buy a car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the next generation. I'm the one that goes from, instead of saying, you buy your own car, I'm like, I'm busting my ass so that I can take care of you even better, And I think that is what we strive for. But in the end, I think we probably hurt our children more by not, like demanding more of them.
I
So
don't know.
to answer your question, I think my thought is when this kid graduates from college, hey, bro, I got you through college. Okay. I made life easy for you along the way,
Right.
comparatively speaking. So now,
Yeah,
take
I
care of
hope he
yourself.
knows that too. I hope he gets that you did hook him up fat like throughout his college life, man. Like you've done a lot for him. I hope he realizes that.
Wow,
Listen,
thanks, man.
Justin, me and Browner will tell you. Your dad hooked you up, dog. You better be appreciative, dude. Like I freaking was like your dad. I had my first job interview, like interview when I was 14 years old at an Applebee's, dude. I've been trying to work, and I got my first job. They wouldn't hire me because I was 14, but I got my first job when I was 15. Worked my ass to get a $2,000 beater Honda CRX, man. So, yeah, appreciate it.
What you know about all this, Browner?
I think my first job was a lookout. I don't even know if that's considered a job.
On the corner
Yeah.
at the park.
No. So there was a house, and in the backyard of this house, it was more like an alley, and the alley is where people were served prescriptions. And as an after school job, you would make a couple $100 just, hanging out with your friends, looking around. You ain't broke no law, you just looking around. If somebody was coming, you throw the ball, that's the alert. Get out of here. Nobody ever got arrested. I was good at my job.
How's the health insurance on that job?
Well, the hazard pay was not what it should have been. But outside of that, it was really, you really were never really in harm's way. And that's really how I got my 40 speed. So
really, and clearly your accuracy of throwing the ball as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good. Elbow tight, rotation good 20-yard throw. Everybody wins.
Nice.
I mean, not everybody, but I didn't lose.
Your first job was a lookout. Your first job was at the gas station, Scott, or cutting lawns?
Yeah, my first business rather than job. My first business was cutting lawns and washing and waxing cars.
Nice.
My first job, like official job, not like working at my family's gas station, was working in the Chinese restaurant.
You told us that one.
My first job, my first actual
noodle house. No, that's not
what's your first paycheck job, Browner?
The first paycheck that I got, I worked at a Walgreens. and I worked there for 3 days. I had to quit the job because I almost got killed at the bus stop outside the job for being recognized from being from another part of town.
From
It's a
looking
true
out?
story.
From being a
No,
lookout?
not even from looking out, just because who you know growing up.
Right.
Like these other kids saw me on the bus stop and just pow, 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 pow. It was
What does
like
that mean?
11:30
They
at night.
shot. They shot at you.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
out of
2
here.
nights in a row.
They
2 nights in
shot
row.
a gun at you
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
outside of Walmart or Walgreens.
No, at a bus stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you were from another part of town.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, things had been done, and it was back and forth between some disagreeable people, and that's got to be paid. I survived. I'm here.
All the time that
unbulleted.
Browner talks about his childhood, how much of it do you think is accurate, Scott? Because like a lot of the things that he says, like you shouldn't even be here, dude. Like you should just be
Oh,
not here.
listen, I tell folks all the time, you'll never see me stressed. You'll never see me under pressure. Never, ever. If
Yeah.
you've known a quarter of the things I've survived in my life,
Because Browner's like, you ever been on a bus at 11:30 getting shot at after working at Walgreens? No. Okay,
No.
I
No.
have.
chill,
good.
Not
relax. You'll
Yeah,
make it
no.
through. You'll survive. It's not
Yeah.
as bad as
Maybe.
it sounds.
I never
No,
got shot at, got chased, got jumped, never got shot at in
Mm.
Oxnard.
Mm.
There were more knife people there. There was stabbings.
Really, they were more shankers than they
Yeah,
were shooters.
really weird, dude. Really weird.
Yeah.
I seen a dude.
I don't want no
I seen it-
shankers.
Seen a dude get stabbed at this place called Taco de Mexico on 5th Street in Oxnard,
Mhm.
and nobody even reacted to it. They're just like, "Cool, can I get 2 asada?" Like, it was just like almost a normality, dude.
Just kept it moving.
I literally was sitting there. I'm drinking my horchata, eating my tacos, and this dude like gets pushed into the restaurant, gets shanked in the restaurant. They like basically like shush him away so he doesn't bleed all over their floor. And then they deal with it outside, and everybody inside just keep eating their tacos. Like there was just like a normality of life.
Those are probably pretty good tacos.
Yeah,
So
I don't
you're like,
want no
I'm not
shanking.
stopping.
I mean, they're called tacos de Mexico. They better be damn
Sí,
good.
muy bien. Sí.
Shanking, you got to get too close. Gunfire, more about target practice. Most people in the hood can't shoot because they don't practice well. You
Mm.
get into a shanking, you gonna be hurt. You gonna have to march for a long time. You get into a shanking situation. That's
People
what
in
they
the
call
hood I just want to make sure I'm clear. People in the hood are not good shots because they don't practice. Is that right?
Yeah.
Then they always turn the gun sideways when you're not supposed
No
to.
one,
No
no one
like, you're
ever
not
really gets shot. People get
Like,
shot at all the time. The people
trying
who
to be
they're
like-
shooting at rarely get hit. They're not good
Oh, wow.
shots.
Got it.
Yeah, it's also like I was watching The Matrix, man. It's like, dude, these fools can't learn.
Right.
After all these years, they can't learn.
And those computer programs.
Yeah.
I don't know how this conversation turned in this way. Here's where it
I
started,
don't know,
as I
but
recall.
you brought up in the first segment that your first TV show, they're like, what the hell did you give me? I feel like Cox Your View is going to be like, what the hell did you give me today?
No, I don't think so. I actually think Cox Your View is going to say, we like it when you guys talk sports, and we're going to get back to it, believe it or not, here in a minute. But we also find it interesting how long people hang around when you're just BSing and not talking about sports. So I
Yeah,
think
Real
I
life.
think people at Cox Your View are going to be like stoked on this segment of the show. I think. In fact, I was just trying to put it all together. We started with, I got a call this morning about the cars.
Yeah.
And how much money you can get for used cars.
Mm-hmm.
Then it turned into
Hot takes.
yeah. And the whole reason, by the way, that I was going to bring up the whole car thing is because when I called Barry, his first thing he said to me was, "Hey, Scott, nice to hear from you. Hey, congratulations on the ESPN news." And last night I was in Vaughn's, I was going in to get some food, bring home for the kids. And I saw the newspaper, like they still had a whole stack of newspapers because who buys them? And I saw the ad for ESPN's newest Southern California radio affiliate, 1090. And so Barry said to me, he goes, "Hey, congratulations on the ESPN thing." I go, "Hey, thanks a lot, man. It's a big deal for us because, we put the station back on the air and it's take a long time to get people to know that it's back. And now the ESPN letters lend a lot of credibility." And he said to me, he goes, "Dude, I have been watching you and Grande and Browner on YouTube every day. And I see the way you guys are working." There's a picture for those of you that are watching right now on TV and on YouTube. I took this picture last night in the grocery store. You can see my shoes are down there. I didn't get my shoes out of the way. My feet are in the picture.
Shout out Nike, hit us up.
Yeah. That's my man, Larry, the Nike guy.
Oh, I need to
So-
hit you up on that.
Yeah, you do. Anytime you need it. So but Barry said to me, he goes, man, I see the way you guys are working. I do. I see it. And I appreciate the hustle. And I was like, wow, Barry, thanks a lot, man. So this whole thing was about cars and how much cars cost, but he saw the ESPN stuff. And like I said, we really do appreciate it.
Did you see the email? Sorry, and then I know we're a minute here. Did you see the email of every write-up that was written about the move?
Yeah. I mean, dude, this
That
was
was
like
insane.
huge news in the radio industry. I
Yeah.
mean, and in the, broadcast, content industry. It was a big deal. I mean, it's a huge radio station, and ESPN has an affiliate in LA, and they put it on here in San Diego, which bleeds way into and beyond LA. So
I told y'all it was a 10 then. It's a 10 now.
yeah, you did say that. You did. Hey, listen, shout out to my man, Gary Cooper. He'll join us later on in the show today, right, Alex?
No, next week.
Oh, he's moving on to next week.
I don't want to violate HIPAA laws as to why he can't make it today, but it's not COVID related. It's not COVID related. It's not
okay.
COVID related.
Well, look, then he's working. And if you need him, you got him. 858-376-1299 for Gary Cooper. Anything in real estate, buying, selling. Hey, you're trying to get a grasp on what's going to happen with the rates in the future and what that means to you. Call him. Talk to him. He'll walk you through it. 858-376-1299. Gary Cooper, Mountain Trust, Mortgage, and Realty Services. Coming up, I'm looking at all the NFL playoff games this weekend, and I'm thinking there's going to be some upsets. Let's try and figure out which ones. Stick around, everybody. This is Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studio.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
We are very proud to announce that the Mightier 1090 is SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate. Introducing the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. One of the largest radio stations in North America just got bigger and better. Joining forces with the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
These are challenging times for our community.
The San Diego Food Bank and our North County Food Bank chapter are here if you need help. We have hundreds of locations throughout the county where you can get help with food.
We have food.
It's okay to ask for help.
Visit one of our drive-through and walk-up locations.
We can also help you sign up for CapFresh.
If you need help or if you can help, visit SanDiegoFoodBank.org.
Our mission at Shelter to Soldier is twofold. We're saving lives 2 at a time. We adopt dogs from shelters and rescues across California, and we're training these dogs that are carefully evaluated for 12 to 18 months, and they're going to become psychiatric service dogs that are later placed with post 9/11 combat veterans.
As one of the leading law firms in California, we at the Barnes firm believe it is really important to give back to our community.
This team of amazing individuals has got to come together, and they've actually sponsored 3 dogs. One of them being our pal Barney, rescued out of a shelter, believe it or not. And he was named after the late Steve Barnes, which brings a lot of personal meaning to the team at the Barnes firm, to our organization. So being able to carry on that legacy through Barney's work and helping fellow veterans is really important to everybody, us included.
It's quite an honor for us to have Barney join the family, and we're looking forward to meeting the service member who he's paired up with.
I founded Driveway Auction after working in the automotive industry. Becoming a dealer and questioning the process that puts consumers at a huge disadvantage when selling their cars.
The big difference between Driveway and the other services is that Driveway works for you. If you've ever tried to sell a car, you know that it's an awful process that makes you either go and meet strangers in parking lots to take test drives, or sit at the dealership for hours and hours while they wear you down. Driveway eliminated all of that.
With Driveway Auction, we come to you, so we complete the 40-point vehicle inspection from the comfort and convenience of your own driveway.
We send an independent third-party inspector to take measurements of the car, take pictures of it, evaluate the condition.
We use that information to advocate for you, using our network of buyers to compete. And when they compete, you win.
They take over the whole process, and you don't have to do anything.
Our clients get more money and a better process with Driveway.
Everybody at Driveway made me feel so comfortable during the whole process. It was a great experience.
Wilsey Asset Management is an investment advisory firm registered with the SEC. We're a firm that's a fiduciary firm, and we manage $500 million in assets for clients and businesses nationwide. We do better when our clients do better. You want to have a win-win situation. And I saw the same thing with charities. Some of the charities that were involved in would include Crews for Kids. Another organization that we really helped a lot was Children's Hospital. And there's also other organizations that we help as well in addition to those.
Kind of growing up and seeing how involved my dad was in the community, it really rubbed me, I'm going to say, in the right way. I did kind of take that one step further, I would say, and actually did start my own charity. It's called the Fighters Fight Foundation. What we do is we actually provide experiences to women that are battling stage 3 or stage 4 breast cancer. Our charity is not just about providing the experiences for women, it's also too on educating people. If you want to get involved in the foundation, you can go to our website, fightersfightfoundation.com.
1090 just got bigger and better. Please join us in welcoming SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate, the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. NFL, MLB, NBA, live game, the best sports talk programming with the largest signal in all of California. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Food insecurity is defined as not having sufficient resources to buy food either for yourself or for your family. Folks who are food insecure struggle with not having enough food to eat because maybe they lost their jobs. It is important to not just look at one person as being food insecure, but really looking at them as it could be anyone. The San Diego Food Bank has been around for over 40 years. Our job is to help procure food for San Diego County residents to make sure that no one is going to bed hungry. Accessing food from the San Diego Food Bank is very simple. A lot of our distributions right now are operating as drive-through distributions, so they are safe to attend if you are concerned with getting out of your vehicle and walking into a food pantry. The San Diego Food Bank needs your continued support. Please visit our website at sandiegofoodbank.org, and there you will see all of the different ways that you too can get involved.
There's a difference between just getting there and enjoying the journey. At Team Mazda of El Cajon, we put you in the driver's seat of the best cars around. From our stylish crossover SUVs to our classic sedans and sports cars. At Team Mazda of El Cajon, your good credit and trade-in can turn into the Mazda of your dreams. Start enjoying your drive with a new Mazda today. Visit Team Mazda of El Cajon.
Here's Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout. Brought to you by Team Mazda of El Cajon. And by Prospect Home Finance.
San Diego State women's basketball fell just short on Sunday against New Mexico. The Aztecs' rally in the last 5 minutes wasn't enough as they fell 75-72. The matchup had 11 lead changes and 8 ties, with 3 different Aztec players nearly recording a double-double. Mallory Adams had a career-high 21 points, 9 rebounds, while Kim Villalobos had 17 points and a career-high 11 rebounds. Freshman Asia Avenger had 19 points and a career-high 9 assists and 7 rebounds. Avenger was named Mountain West Freshman of the Week. She averaged 17 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds to help SDSU go 1-1 against 2 of the top teams in the conference last week. SDSU next takes on Utah State on Thursday. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
Prospect Home Finance, San Diego's mortgage leader, is celebrating 15 years of happy clients. HomeFinance.com is the go-to resource online or on your mobile device to discover your best home loan options.
Hi, I'm Jason Bondrak, CEO at Prospect Home Finance. I want to say thank you to all of our clients, both past and future. As part of our 15-year anniversary, we'll close your home loan in 15 business days.
Start your easy home finance process today at HomeFinance.com.
When California weather conditions create a high risk for wildfires, electric companies may shut off power in some neighborhoods as a precaution. These public safety power shutoffs could affect homes and businesses and interrupt power to your home, devices, and even our Cox facilities. During a PSPS, we'll work hard to keep customers connected to their Cox services in conditions that are safe for you, our employees, and our community. For information and updates, follow us on Twitter and visit Cox.com.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Hey, great friends, we welcome you back to the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. For those of you that are watching on YouTube and on television, the 7 Mile Casino Studios, or at least the part that I'm in, is just Dr. Sonny's guest house. Fellas, I've been here for 3 days. I'll be here for 2 more days, and hopefully by Monday of the upcoming week, between all the work that's being done with Cox and, high speed and then trying to rebuild my office, hopefully I'll be back to a home base by Monday of next week. Shout out Dr. Sonny. What do you guys think? This works out pretty good, though, right? It's working out pretty well so far this week.
I'm very surprised because it's so bright in there that I figured we were going to have a lot of glare, a lot of just random issues with lighting, but, worked out so well so far.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Dr. Sonny. Appreciate you, pal. I really
Shout
do.
out.
Yeah. Hey, we're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com, just minutes from downtown San Diego. If you love blackjack and poker and table games, great drinks and amazing food at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar in a smoke-free environment, come on down. 7 Mile Casino, 7milecasino.com. All right, guys. Alex, if you could put up on the screen for everybody the playoff picture of the upcoming NFL weekend. We're going to have 6 games this weekend to watch between Saturday, Sunday, and Monday Night Football. They're calling it Super Wild Card Weekend.
Super.
The Raiders and the Bengals get it started. The Patriots and the Bills, this is on Saturday. Sunday, a triple header, Philadelphia at Tampa Bay, San Francisco at Dallas, Pittsburgh at Kansas City, and then Monday night, Arizona at the Rams. So I'll ask you guys, because I put it out on Sided, and I said to all the great friends, you can win a Kaplan and Crew hoodie. Pick the upset.
Wow.
And the score.
A hoodie.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
That's
I
a
like
great
these
gift,
hoodies.
man.
Well, Browner, we have
a side note, Browner, you got to hook up JD, the fantasy football champion, with his stuff. He's been tweeting at me.
God, tell JD to relax, bro. He was the main one complaining about the league. Now he wants to be commissioner. Now he's complaining about his prizes. All the prizes will be announced on Thursday. What I'm trying to do is get together in a group at a bar to invite all the participants of the Fantasy Football League if they want to come, receive their prize, and have a beer, because that's the cool thing to do. But if people just want to rush me, you can get it whenever I can give it to you. How about that?
What kind of, so what are you doing? Are you organizing like a whole prize package here for whoever's like the champion of our fantasy league?
No. Our hot take notator, he hooked me up with a whole bunch of stuff a while back to give away because he had some extra stuff. And so I have a ton of prizes for everybody who participated in the Fantasy Football League. And I'm going to give them out. I just need to find the right place and the date for people to come and get the stuff and kind of meet the people they've been competing against and make it like a fun thing.
That's fun. Okay, that's cool. All right.
I'm an
So here's the thing.
organizer.
I like that. So the Kaplan and Crew hoodies. I'm giving one away. Oh God, this is on the sided.co website.
Yikes,
Upset,
man.
I know. Upset special. Make the call. Pick the upset and leave the score. Player who picks the winner and closest to the score wins a Kaplan and Crew hoodie. And there's a picture of me in Mammoth.
That ain't you.
Well, because my
That's
head
not
is cut off. My head
That's
is
you.
cut off. But it is me.
Prove it.
Well, Alex has the full real picture, don't you, Alex?
Nope.
I do.
Don't bail them out.
What do you mean don't bail me out? It's just
Don't
that my
bail me
head
out.
got cut off the way I posted the picture
Browner,
on
you're
the
going to want
website.
to see this picture. Let me look at this, man.
Come on. Oh, look at that elitism. Ugh.
What do you mean elitism?
Must be nice, man. You too.
What do you mean?
Who's taking that picture?
Rachel?
Look at her stance.
Looking athletic, isn't she?
Yeah, like she ready to go off the dribble, 2-step jumper. Step
But
back.
why is that elitist? Because I have a picture of me at Mammoth Mountain on skis. You told me,
It's elitist
Browner,
because he's scared of snow.
Browner, you told me that I said let's get hot chicks wearing the hoodies.
And here you
to
are.
model them. And you said, no, we should be the models because we're not selling them to hot chicks. We're selling them to regular dudes. So why don't we be the models? So there I was modeling, trying to take your advice, RuPaul.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Honey. Is that the best picture you could do?
What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with that picture?
No, man, that ain't no, bro. We ain't going for serious catalog, bro. We going for style. We going for freshness. We going for cool. That ain't no. Look at that. Look at
What's
that.
wrong with that?
Look at your legs. Look how your legs are standing. Your arms are out all weird. They're not even. No, bruh. No.
Dude, I look like a professional Olympic caliber skier. What are you talking about?
Looking
Look at
like
this
Lindsey
form.
Vonn on that mountain.
You look like Larry Vaughn. Get out of here, bruh. No. You could have done so much better, okay? It's a photo shoot, not take a picture of a photo. No, bruh. No.
Hater.
No.
God, you are a hater.
No.
Her.
You want to sell them or not? I mean, if you don't want to sell them, you keep on taking pictures like that.
Well, we're not selling this one. We're giving it away. So
Yeah, this is a contest. Okay, so if you put it back up on the screen, Alex, I'm going to encourage everybody listening on ESPN 1090, everybody watching on Channel 4 San Diego, everybody hanging out and involved in our YouTube chat on YouTube, because that's where the YouTube chat happens. Everybody who's in our audio podcast world of Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, Amazon Music, and everywhere else you can find us. Come to sided.co, the website, or download the Sided mobile app. And here's the question. Make the call. Pick the upset and leave the score. Player who picks the winner and closest to the score wins a Kaplan and Crew hoodie. So, Grande and Brown Man, I'll ask you. You got 6 games this weekend. If you had to pick one upset of the weekend, Browner, what's your upset special of the weekend?
I'm going to pick the team I'd like the least going into the playoffs against the team everybody thinks is going to be in the Super Bowl. I'm picking the Eagles over the Bucks. The Bucks their special scores are decimated. The wide receivers are not good. They only got Gronk at this point. I don't know what's going on with Leonard Fournette, and I do know the Eagles are coming in hot. The Bucks give up a lot of run yards lately, so I like that game. I like that game a lot, actually.
Wow, if Philadelphia beats Tampa Bay,
which by the way,
first round,
when Tampa Bay went to the Super Bowl, their hardest game was the Eagles in the first round, if I remember correctly.
I would love to see that.
If that's an if.
I would love to see that because then that eliminates Tom Brady right away. So I would love to see that. I don't see that happening though.
I mean, and I say that because I think if the 49ers beat the Cowboys, that's not an upset. I don't think the Chiefs are going to beat the.
No, but it is an upset just because of the way. San Francisco is an underdog going in, so by definition, it's an upset.
No, I'm sticking with my original. Give me them birds.
I think that the Niners beating the Cowboys is my pick.
But that's not an upset.
No, but it is an upset.
But you understand the term of definition of an upset? Yes, it is an upset.
A 1-point underdog is not an upset, bro.
No, but it is by definition because if you took the Niners getting a point,
I forgot who
and they cover it.
I forgot who I was talking to.
What?
You nerds. I forgot I was talking to these nerds. That's why. By definition, if you look at what an underdog is, technically, if you're the underdog, it is an upset. Get out of here, man. Go somewhere.
Well, let me ask you a question. Then you ready? Let me ask you this.
What, nerd?
If Arizona,
you're gonna get Mama Padilla on your ass again, dude.
Dude, if Arizona beats the Rams, is that an upset?
No. They beat them already this year. No.
Okay, but do you know the line in the game?
Of course I don't. I'm not a degenerate.
Okay, so Vegas has installed the Rams as the favorite.
How many?
Therefore, what's the line, Alex? Is it 4.5, something like that? Do you know?
I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, we're not gamblers. What do we know? I mean,
I'm a gambler.
But the point is, well, yeah, using Utah Bucks.
Which game did you ask me?
Arizona and the Rams.
And by the way, the Cowboys are a 3-point favorite, dog. So that's definitely an upset. I don't know what you're smoking. The Rams are 4-point favorites.
Okay, 4-point favorites. So by definition, there's a favorite and there's an underdog. And if the underdog were to win the game, that is called an upset. But I'm with you, Browner. I understand what you're getting at. That Arizona has beaten LA in LA, and if they do it again, I don't really consider it some massive upset. Here, I'll give you one. If Pittsburgh beats Kansas City, is that an upset?
Absolutely.
So
if the Raiders beat Cincinnati, that's an upset.
Okay. Right. And if Philadelphia beats Tampa Bay, that's a huge upset. If San Francisco beats Dallas, that is considered an upset. Maybe not as big.
I mean, yeah, all right, Poindexter. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Alex, dude, we're nerds, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed it last week. I don't engage with this guy. He doesn't like to understand facts.
It's not
very simple.
All right. You just know, you know. I can't believe the transformation you guys have made in the time we've been on this show together.
I just can't believe you can't play long. You just got a name call because you got bullied last segment with the hot takes. Now you're trying to bully Scott.
No, I'm not trying to know what you're talking
Dude,
about.
He is bullying me. He is bullying me. First, he
Yeah.
criticizes my picture modeling. I mean, first,
Yeah.
I'm a full-blown model here, Browner. I'm on the slopes. I'm looking athletic. I got my hoodie on. I'm modeling it because you suggested that that's how we market
Because I think we
ourselves.
should.
Okay. And there I am, Alex. If you put it up on the screen, you can show everybody one more time. I'm looking money. You told me I look elitist and bougie and unathletic.
Yeah.
Falling down and stuff. Come on, man.
All I'm
such a
saying is
bully,
this.
dog.
I guess I will give you this caveat.
You want to play
Okay.
long.
Yeah.
I don't understand skiing
Look at that.
athleticism.
What do you mean?
So,
Because
if
he's
that's
never
how
done
a
it.
person looks athletic on the slopes, that's just out of my realm. I don't understand it. So, if that's
Dude.
what athleticism looks like on the slopes, then you got it, big player.
Did you see?
got it.
Did
It's
you
all
see the video? Did you happen to see the video that I put on? I want to say Instagram, I think, where my daughter and her friend are skiing and snowboarding next to me, and I'm shooting video on my iPhone, which means I don't have my poles. I have my poles in my left hand, and I'm shooting video in my right hand. Have you seen this video, Browner?
No, I have not.
Dude, that is that is athleticism.
And also, I don't ski, so I don't even know how hard it is to do. It
It's
seems
very
pretty
hard.
simple.
No, it's not simple. Put it this way:
Pretty
if I
simple as you hitting home run off Heath Bell, dude. You'll be
right,
fine.
Which
You'll
we
be
all
fine.
know happened.
right.
So,
We saw you throw the bat to shortstop. Yeah.
which Heath Bell disagrees and said he remembers the home run. But that's not the point. Skiing ain't that hard. It can't be.
No,
it
it
can't
is.
be.
It is. I would love to take you skiing for the first time because you would be a mess.
Look, man. Again, let me tell y'all something. Supreme 100% athlete. You ran from the boxing match, so that's not happening. So
do you mean I ran
outside
from
of
the
that,
boxing match?
the challenge, you just not listen. You're not up for the challenge. You're not trying to ski off. I don't even know how to ski, and I can ski better than you. But I put the boots on.
All right, so Alex, we have to add this to the decathlon. Is skiing?
Okay.
You know,
yeah,
now
that means we
we-
got to take a trip to Mammoth together again.
I
Let's
would
do
love
it.
that. I would love
Let's
that.
do
I
it.
really would. All right, so go ahead. Go back to if you go back to the sided question. Okay. The question is pick an upset. And if you can pick the right team and make sure you leave your score, whoever picks the upset winner and gets closest to the score will win a Kaplan and Crew hoodie being modeled by that young fella right there. So, okay. Browner
I
says
see two.
Okay, go
But
ahead. Let me hear what you got.
according to Browner, they're not upsets probably. So I will just tell you to answer your question, Scott. Right now, I see Patriots over the Bills by a field goal, and I see 49ers over the Cowboys by a touchdown.
Okay. Nobody's going out on a limb here.
I did. What are you talking about?
What limb?
Eagles.
Okay, you know what? He's right. That is a
Dude,
big
the
limb.
Eagles are
That-
like, by the way, like they are the biggest fraud team in the playoffs. You can't. I can't. Listen, they're there. They did what they had to do, but they beat the Falcons, the Panthers, the Lions, the Broncos, the Saints, the Jets, the football team twice, and the Giants. You know who they lost to? The Cowboys, the Chargers, the Raiders, the Bucks, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, and the 49ers.
All playoff teams.
Yeah.
Right. So
Right, that's what I'm
they
saying,
don't win
like,
against
they're-
good teams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, they're there, and now they have a chance to upset Tom Brady and the Bucks, but not happening.
Yeah. I'm going out on the big limb here. Okay. I'm going out on the big limb.
Don't do it.
Because there's only one big limb left.
Don't do it.
What do you think I'm going to do?
I know what you're going to do.
How do you
Because
know?
you want it to happen.
Tell me.
Come on.
What?
You might as well paint your face black and silver.
Because
You're
I
part
want
of-
the Raiders to beat the Bengals?
Yeah.
See, I
You know,
was going
Alex?
with Steelers Chiefs.
Yeah, Alex, honestly, like I would
Oh.
love to see the Raiders beat the Bengals because I love the story of the Raiders. That's true.
You
But if the Bengals beat the Raiders, I still can rub it in Browner's face that Joe Burrow is the furthest thing from a bust. So that's not really it for me.
Wow, I just thought because you're such a fan of what the Raiders have gone through that I thought you're just going to see them keep it going, keep that roll, keep the momentum going.
No, that is
You
not my upset
genuinely
special.
think the Steelers and Big Ben can beat the Chiefs. Hold on. Mike Tomlin didn't even want to coach this damn game. He thought his season was done. This motherfucker was taking a nap during the Chargers and Raiders game. He fell asleep because he don't want to coach Big Ben anymore. He's over it. He knows his team can't win.
Was there a press conference where Tomlin explained that he actually did sleep through the Charger Raider game?
Yes.
Hi, Mike. I'm curious. Did you watch the game Sunday night? How much of it did you did? What were you thinking when you're watching that thing unfold? And were you surprised they kicked the field goal to try to win?
I missed the end of it. I dozed off. I knew I had a work day waiting on me, or I assumed that I had a work day waiting on me. I think at one point Oakland was up by 15, and that number made you somewhat comfortable. I'm probably better off not having watched it. So it's probably not as exciting of a description as you would have hoped.
Remember when Billy Ray told us he slept through the first round of the NFL draft and none of us believed him? Does anybody believe Mike Tomlin?
Yes. If you had to deal with Big Ben all year, you'd have had to take a nap too.
He's like, I finally got rid of Ben Roethlisberger.
But Ben Roethlisberger, he wanted to play. There's videos out there on social media of Ben Roethlisberger like putting on a Raiders helmet. He's on like FaceTime with some, I don't know, Christian country singer guy. I don't really know who he is. And, oh no, this is a different video. Okay, who's he on the phone with here?
McGregor?
Is this not what you watched?
No, this is not what I watched. Who's that? Who's Toby Mack?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
You texted me right before the show, like, "Hey, did you see this Ben Roethlisberger video?" And I said, "No."
Yeah, no, there's a different one that I saw. That was a different one I saw. Maybe this is the same guy. Anyway, some guy, and Roethlisberger's going crazy. Boy, Roethlisberger looked like he got a nice place too, huh? I mean, that's what happens when you're a $25 million a year quarterback in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, but listen, here's the thing. When we talk about upsets, the biggest upset that could happen this weekend would be Pittsburgh over Kansas City. Because to your point, Browner, San Francisco over Dallas, it's an upset, but nobody thinks it's huge.
Right.
If Arizona beats the Rams, they've done it before. If Philly knocks off Tampa, that's a monster upset, obviously.
Right.
If New England beats Buffalo, no biggie. If the Raiders beat, Cincinnati, the Bengals are still the Bengals. I mean, they haven't proven to not be the Bengals yet.
Right.
Last year, Cleveland was in the playoffs, and this year they were back to being the Browns.
I set it up like this. Ask yourself this question. If all these games got played at the same time, which one of these games would lead SportsCenter? If the
49ers,
Eagles,
Cowboys.
If the Eagles beat the Bucks, that would lead SportsCenter.
Okay,
Not the 49ers beating the Cowboys.
Well, but if the Steelers beat the Chiefs, this is the one that I want to happen.
Another one.
This is the story I want to happen. Because you guys are talking about how Tomlin is so done with Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger knows he's done, so he's got nothing to lose. So the story of Roethlisberger, his last game at Heinz Field, his last season, how they somehow miraculously got into the playoffs. I'm pulling for the Steelers to knock off the Chiefs in the first round.
He's got nothing to lose, but he's also got nothing to give. That's the difference.
True.
Well, listen, again, I'm giving you what I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for a great story. I'm rooting for the Raiders to beat the Bengals, and I'm rooting for the Steelers to beat the Chiefs.
Not me. I want good football. I want the Bengals. I want the Bills. I want the Bucks. I don't really care about Niners, Cowboys, whoever. I want the Chiefs. And I really don't care about Cardinals, Rams, whoever wins. I want the best teams to advance. I don't want, this thing about the Sweet 16 or the March Madness. Everybody's always like, oh, I want Cinderellas. Dad, do you really? You really want Loyola Chicago in your Final Four against St. Mary's? Is that really what you want to see? No, you don't. Nobody wants to see that.
You want, up until the round of 16, you want some spoilers. After the round of 16, you want the teams you know. After the first weekend, you want the teams you know.
There's only two teams that I'm down to lose. The Bucks and the Patriots. Get out. Over it. Okay? I don't want Belichick's cut-off hoodies. I don't want Tom Brady advertising Tom Brady wear, whatever the hell. I'm over it. So everybody else, I want the good teams to win. I want good football.
I got you. All right. Hey, listen, hold on one second, everybody. I want to mention one of our great sponsors, iThriveMD, ithrivemd.com/Kaplan. That's the landing page that I'd prefer that you use. And here's the phone number, 858-240-1497, 858-240-1497. I said yesterday, I want all of us to get healthy this year. I mean, not that we're out of control unhealthy, just want to get healthier. I want the body to fight off anything that's around me, and it's all around me. Okay. Alex, yesterday we had on Dr. Maxey from iThriveMD. I saw you posted a bunch of videos on social media. Do you have those for everybody? You have those available or are those not available?
No. You can go to our Instagram though.
There you go. Thank you. Even better. That's a good way to promote. Go to our Instagram, at Kaplan and Crew on Instagram, at Kaplan and Crew on Twitter. See what Dr. Maxey showed us yesterday and talked about, because it's not just about testosterone. It's about overall male health. And Alex is showing it to you right now here on our Instagram. But Dr. Maxey was with us yesterday. We had a great conversation. He's a really interesting guy. And, I was talking to one of our listeners, I don't want to say who, off air yesterday, and he was saying, hey, I'm coming down to San Diego on Friday, and I'm going to try and get in my iThrive appointment while I'm down there. So, because he's coming from up north. So anyway, listen, iThrive MD, whether it's intravenous fluids and vitamins, or it's testosterone, or it's NAD, or whatever it is, this is San Diego's premier anti-aging clinic. And we want you to stay as healthy, and we want you to be here for as long as possible. 858-240-2408. Boy, I just screwed up the whole phone number, didn't I? 858-240-1497. 858-240-1497. I got distracted, Alex. Did it get super bright in my studio?
Hey, man, I thought you was dying for a second. Don't go into the light, bruh.
No, dude, it just got totally crazy bright in here. All right, stick around, everybody. A lot more to get to. This is Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studios.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
We are very proud to announce that the Mightier 1090 is SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate. Introducing the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. One of the largest radio stations in North America just got bigger and better. Joining forces with the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community. Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on YourView or stream it online at yourview.com. Sponsored by The Barnes Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives 2 at a time. Visit thebarnesfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives. Brought to you by Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable.
Prospect Home Finance, San Diego's mortgage leader, is celebrating 15 years of happy clients. HomeFinance.com is the go-to resource online or on your mobile device to discover your best home loan options.
Hi, I'm Jason Bondrak, CEO at Prospect Home Finance. I want to say thank you to all of our clients, both past and future. As part of our 15-year anniversary, we'll close your home loan in 15 business days.
Start your easy home finance process today at HomeFinance.com.
Here's Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout. Brought to you by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
San Diego State women's basketball fell just short on Sunday against New Mexico. The Aztecs rally in the last 5 minutes wasn't enough as they fell 75-72. The matchup had 11 lead changes and 8 ties, with 3 different Aztec players nearly recording a double-double. Mallory Adams had a career-high 21 points, 9 rebounds, while Kim Villalobos had 17 points and a career-high 11 rebounds. Freshman Asia Avenger had 19 points and a career-high 9 assists and 7 rebounds. Avenger was named Mountain West Freshman of the Week. She averaged 17 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds to help SDSU go 1-1 against 2 of the top teams in the conference last week. SDSU next takes on Utah State on Thursday. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Team Mazda of El Cajon and by Prospect Home Finance.
1090 just got bigger and better. Please join us in welcoming SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate, the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. NFL, MLB, NBA, live game, the best sports talk programming with the largest signal in all of California. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Today, we proudly held the ribbon cutting ceremony for our new office in La Jolla, California. Here we are in the Merrill Lynch building, right in the middle of the village, and really, really happy to be part of this neighborhood. This is really special to Prospect in that it almost signifies the fact that we've grown up officially. We have survived the past 15 years by being very agile. We come to this one amazing location from 3 separate offices. So it's fantastic having everyone under one roof. This is going to do wonders in terms of streamlining our operations, being able to communicate with someone down the hall as opposed to someone who's several blocks away is going to be terrific. Our CEO, Jason Vondrack, he's a very humble person, but I know this day really, really means a lot to him in that he has led this company for 15 years, and he started this business out of a studio apartment, and look where we are now. That's huge. I think this new space signifies just endless possibilities for Prospects. I mean, we're headquartered in La Jolla, but we do business all around the country. So our goal is to be licensed to offer home financing in all 50 states, and we're well on our way.
Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable.
At La Jolla Cosmetic, we try to help people achieve well-being. And we feel that it's not only important to look good, but also feel good inside. And honestly, what a better opportunity to help my community than being a supporter of an organization such as Las Patronas.
The mission of Las Patronas is to provide financial assistance to local nonprofits that are providing valuable community services in the areas of health, education, social services, and cultural arts. La Jolla Cosmetic has been one of our biggest supporters at Las Patronas, so we couldn't do what we do without their support.
You feel the need and you see the need because we go to visit each grant applicant.
Partnering with groups that are actually dedicated to help your community, it's the best thing that you can do as a responsible business.
Shelter to Soldier is 9 years young with a mission to save lives 2 at a time. We're adopting dogs from local shelters, training them for post 9/11 combat veterans, and we're able to donate these trained dogs to deserving veterans in need.
You know, I was in a very dark place. I was having suicidal thoughts, and I really needed an immediate help. We don't know if tomorrow is going to be there for us.
Shelter to Soldier is a nonprofit, and we're able to do the work that we do because of you, the community. Whether it's an individual donating $5 or whether it's a corporate donor like the Barnes firm that's supporting us in sponsoring multiple dogs that are going to make an impact in the veterans' lives in need.
Him by my side 24/7 has completely turned my life around. It's not just saving both of our lives, it has made an impact on myself, Nigel, my family, my work. So yes, they definitely have saved our lives.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Wilsey Asset Management is an investment advisory firm registered with the SEC. We're a firm that's a fiduciary firm, and we manage $500 million in assets for clients and businesses nationwide. We do better when our clients do better. You want to have a win-win situation. And I saw the same thing with charities. Some of the charities that we're involved in would include Crews for Kids. Another organization that we really helped a lot was Children's Hospital. And there's also other organizations that we help as well in addition to those.
Kind of growing up and seeing how involved my dad was in the community, it really rubbed me, I'm going to say, in the right way. I did kind of take that one step further, I would say, and actually did start my own charity. It's called the Fighters Fight Foundation. What we do is we actually provide experiences to women that are battling stage 3 or stage 4 breast cancer. Our charity is not just about providing the experiences for women, it's also too on educating people. If you want to get involved in the foundation, you can go to our website, fightersfightfoundation.com.
If you love animals, Animal Zone is for you. From rescues to animal experts, Animal Zone is fun for the whole family. Watch Animal Zone right here on YourView, Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. And visit animalzone.org to learn more about the show.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 a.m. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.